I am originally from Brazil, and all my life I've been into sports, and then in like 7th grade-ish I started to love music. Like music became a huge part of my life.
He told me this really cool story about how the whole reason he wanted to perform was because he saw a musical for the first time on that stage. And since then, he's had like the desire to want to be a performer.
So yesterday, like whenever I was with him, you know, it was his first day doing Young Americans, never done it before. So he was kind of like a little bit, you know, a little held back. He didn't really know what to expect.
The workshop, it could be overwhelming. Like at some points I felt overwhelmed because of how much they were throwing at us in such little time. Like we would learn the dance, then we would go to song, then we would go to like back to dancing and then acting. It helps when the Young Americans dance with us, because then like they're there for us to help us. And yeah, it just felt a little overwhelming, but it was really fun.
Immediately I told him, hey, you're doing the Genie song, and I asked him, do you know it? And he's like, yeah, of course I know it.
It's actually funny because my favorite musical is Aladdin, and so like that's like my dream role, to be Aladdin. So it's really cool that like I get to do that, to be like the genie from Aladdin.
The first time we ran it, he was like a little nervous, but I could tell that he had a fire in himself already because I barely had to be there. But every single time he was exceeding not my expectations, but his own. And even today in the dress rehearsals, when we did it the first time around, he did great. I said, hey man, I want you to take it to the next level now. Do me a favor and look at everybody in the audience, because they need to see the story that you're telling. Even though it's a goofy Genie song, it doesn't matter. The story that comes from you is serious.
Last year, my parents got divorced, which was really hard for me and especially for my brother. And I feel like music was something that actually really helped me. Because like music just, it's a way to express emotion, and it makes me feel better every time I sing, because I just forget about everything and I'm just like there singing.
By the end of the 3 days, you know, he was just living.
I think one of my takeaways from this workshop is not being afraid, like taking risks and not being shy. Because I remember when we were doing the workshop, like I wasn't hype like they were, but like when I got on the stage and saw the whole crowd, I was like, I'm just gonna take a risk and be myself in front of everyone, and I'm just gonna go for it, and I just went for it and it felt really good.